Good afternoon, Smite fans. Welcome to Week 5 of the North American Challenger Cup, brought to you by Tier Monster in partnership with hi-rez Studios, Discord, and Owlhead Studios. I am a Pip. Joining me today on the call is Extreme Man. Extreme Man, how's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty nice. This is a lovely day today, so I'm happy. And I'm happy for this game we have today versus Part-Time and Salsa Squadron. This is going to be an interesting match.
It is indeed. Salsa Squadron's currently number 1 in the standings, am I
right? You are correct, I believe. Yeah, they have they've been number 1. They've been doing, consistently well throughout the week. So they're certainly the team to beat here, and it'll be interesting to see how Part-Time goes up against them. I believe Part-Time actually came in they were the number 3 seed going into this, so it'll be interesting to see how they end up doing.
Sounds like potentially evenly matched teams, but we do have picks and bans coming in already, ready to go. And I don't know, what are you expecting to see in this picks and bans phase coming out? You expecting to see a lot of top tier bans coming out, or do you think that they're going to let some through?
I honestly think they're going to let a couple little things through. They may be looking for these pocket pick strategies, such as, going for a Raijin or something, something very overpowered, or maybe not overpowered, but like an Ao Kuang, something like that. I would like to see that personally, but again, different people have different picking strategies. We have an Athena band coming out and a Raijin band coming out. So.
Well, I guess Raijin's not going to be seen, at least in this game today. I don't know. Not surprising. Second band coming out from Part-Time is going to be Ratatasker. Don't want to deal with that mobility in the jungle, I guess.
Yeah, Ratatasker's just been this highly contested pick, and no one really wants to play it. Ao Kuang as well being banned out. Executes, no one likes him, but apparently not enough to pick Thanatos, so yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. Cabrakan first pick?
Cabrakan has been highly valued in the Challenger Cup, though, in the last couple weeks, though. He's been played in mostly solo lane, but we have seen him in the duo lane, or not duo lane, in the jungle role occasionally, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly I can see that Cabrakan does have some very nice strengths about him, but he's kind of this weird pick, I think, nevertheless, and Janus as well being picked here. That's just basically like the quintessential mid laner.
And Sheikah has an amazing Janus. Have you gotten a chance to see Sheikah's Janus yet?
Oh, absolutely. Sheikah's Janus it's fantastic, and Nemesis as well being locked in for the jungle role. That's another.
If you haven't seen it before, yes. Kaden on Janus, or Kaden on Nemesis and Sheikah on Janus is going to be the thing to watch right now. Full penetration going to pick up the Ho Yi pick there.
Oh yeah, Hu Yi is another one of these top tier ADCs right now. He's just, you do ricochets, you secure objectives with the Sunbreaker. You're gonna have all kinds of fun.
And Thor, we get a semi-global. We get a semi-global coming out for Part-Time to kind of counteract the global presence that Janus can provide. That might just as much. I mean, that's a good matchup against the Nemesis too.
Yeah, certainly has a lot of lockdown potential, a lot of just damage potential in the early game. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Although, looks like a Bacchus is being picked up for Salsa Squadron. That's just another fun pick. But, oh man. See, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that Khepri should be picked in this instance, at least for Part-Time here, because where's my Khepri at?
Where is Khepri? That turns fights into a 6v5.
Yeah, Khepri has always been. He's just a strong pick overall. Sobek being banned out, that's another. I mean, Sobek's just kind of come back into the meta because of knockups, things like that. You pick Sobek into an Awilix, and then you get all kinds of crazy combos coming out.
And I'm not surprised to see them. I'm not surprised to see them targeting support picks here. In the second ban phase. We do see Shablanke coming out, so they're going to target ADCs over on Part-Time. Salsa Squadron looks like they're going to continue on with the Guardian bans with the Khepri Sobek double ban.
Okay, there's the Khepri ban coming out. I do appreciate you at least banning Khepri,
acknowledging his existence.
Yeah, the Europe scene. I was producing that the other day, and there was no mention of Khepri. Like they didn't touch Khepri. They didn't. I was just like, why? Sun Wukong coming out for the final ban for Part-Time here. That is a shot to the solo lane. Sun Wukong's just kind of this pretty standard staple of the soul lane. He's got
Definitely.
good mobility.
Definitely.
You have the Tiger Stun. You got all kinds of nonsense coming out.
He's one of those that can do well in a fight, and then he can get away and just really annoy you. That bird form being able to get out of there, and you can't catch that. So I don't mind seeing that band away. We see Apollo picked in. Wowie going to be playing Apollo, probably a split push Apollo, if I had to guess there.
That's just the standard way to play Apollo. You split push, you fly around the map, you got another global presence added onto that team with an Janus. That's going to be... Yeah, I expect there some early ganks to be coming out, especially maybe towards the mid lane. But we will see Odin being locked in for the solo lane, so that's going to be a fun pick. So that kind of eliminates the counter pick of Guan Yu coming out of Salsa Squadron. I
actually think that's
still
going to be a support Odin. We've got the Cabrakan on there. We've got the Cabrakan up there. I think that might be support Odin, which, again, in the duo lane is going to do some really cool things. You know, high damage warrior there going against a pretty high damage Guardian and Bacchus. That's going to be a fun duo lane to keep an eye on.
Certainly. I'm a little used to the European scene where Cabrakan support is actually a thing there. So Zeus being final picked for part-time here, a very, very explosive mid laner. So you're looking for the high burst damage, you're looking for the early kill, you go for Zeus. He's just got all kinds of nasty, nasty damage to deal with. And a Ravana picked up for the solo lane here for Salsa Squadron. That'll round out the draft. This is going to be an interesting game.
It is. This is going to be a very interesting game. I kind of wonder about the Zeus pickup with the low mobility compared to Janus, who has hyper mobility. So we've got two globals on the side of Salsa Squadron, and Zeus has no getaway. So it's going to be interesting to see if they group in the middle and isolate the Zeus for early picks.
Yeah, certainly. They do have the Thor kind of with that option to protect, as well as the Odin kind of to help isolate and basically try and burst down with like a Zeus Odin combo. That's a classic combo in Smite. So that will be interesting to see if they can execute that well. They do have a lot of circles on the side of part-time, so their ultimates do synergize pretty well together. You have a lot of lockdown with like the Hui ultimate, and
absolutely.
If Salsa Squadron though can get going with this Nemesis. Nemesis has been one of these insanely powerful picks for both sides, the Europe and North American challenger scene. So we'll see if that gets going.
Speaking of getting going, let's go ahead and get right into the game, shall we?
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the left-hand side of your spectator area is Team Part-Time. We have Athura Mazda in the solo lane on that Cabrakan. Glavius taking Thor to the jungle. Team Money on that Zeus mid. Wolf King taking Odin to the support role, and Full Penetration taking Hui to the duo lane.
And we have our number one seeds out of North America, Salsa Squadron. We're going to see Ravana being piloted by Fine OK into the solo lane. Caden going to be taking that Nemesis into the jungle. Sheikah going to be bringing the Janus into the mid lane. And then Sabbath and Wowie going to be Apollo Bacchus over there in the duo lane.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see. Some very aggressive wards coming out of Salsa Squadron there. Warding actually the part-time speed buff and right above the mid XP camps, and as well warding right behind the fire giant. So they Salsa Squadron wants that information. They got to know where they're going. So just very concerned about invasions, which, you know, it's a Thor Cabrakan that's probably going to be, you know, not a lot of fun to invade, but it looks like Glavius and Athura Mazda are just going to go with a standard start. But at least Salsa Squadron do have that information about it.
Absolutely, and part of that might also have been they wouldn't have known exactly what the start was going to be, whether they were going to go with a traditional speed buff into blue camp start, or if they were going to start at those right mid Harveys. And getting that information on the start is going to allow Caden to better decide whether to rotate early out of the solo lane or not, you know, whether those mid Harpies are available.
Certainly indeed. Now, nothing too unusual coming out about these starts. Pretty much everything's going exactly the way you expect it to. Team Money out-pushing Sheikah a little bit in the early game. That's kind of to be expected. Zeus is a high clear god. He does all kinds of damage, so they're going to pick up these right mid camps for basically free, and, well, Salsa Squadron are just going to trade it out.
They're going to trade it out and go over to the fire elementals. Fine OK taking a good bit of damage over here on the right-hand side of the map. Cabrakan putting out a good bit of damage. Not only that, but he also has a purple pot running right there. 450 power potion running to make that Cabrakan's already high base early damage as a Guardian do even more damage.
Yep, and now they're just going to put some nice little damage on the Final K, taking about half health, but there's a Mazda maybe going for a first blood here, trying to get the stun. Does not connect, and Final K is just going to walk away for now, sitting at about a quarter HP, while a third Mazda is going to be pretty happy.
In the meantime, there was a skirmish in the mid lane, and we did see Glavis get a little bit of the worst of that. He fell to about 50% HP, but the Bumba's Mask is going to let him start healing a good bit of that up as well. Over in the duo lane, let's talk about the fact that Odin and Ho-Yi have outpushed Apollo Bacchus. Is that all that surprising?
That's not surprising at all. You have Odin, who's just one of the most devastating early game damage in the game. You saw that little jump onto Wolf King, or onto Wowie there. That was like a quarter of his HP.
It was a lot. Just too much to deal with. And remember, we still have Throwing Dagger as the viable start, and you do see both hunters have picked that up. Starting next week, that's not going to be an option.
Next week at all, it's going to be gone. We're going to be seeing Transcendence. We're going to see probably not Devil's Gloves, maybe Heartseeker. There's all kinds of different options out there right now, but right now we're just going with a traditional Throwing Dagger start. No one's keeping it too weird, so.
I'll tell you, one of my favorite items in Season 3. Guess what it is? It's on the board right now, just so that you know.
Soulstone?
Soulstone. I love revamped Soulstone.
Soulstone is certainly a very, very powerful item.
Fido K's in some trouble over here on the right-hand side, taking a lot of damage. The ultimate from Arthur Mazda does come out, but Fido K is able to evade and get around it. Sitting in the red, but he's going to be okay. And he's going to stick around and get that healing back up.
He's going to chill, heal up for a little bit. He's got plenty of pods ticking, so he's just going to stand in a tower, relax a little bit, while a third Mazda is going to slowly push out. Meanwhile, a little bit of a gank going on in the dual lane, just trying to put some pressure onto full penetration Wolf King. However, it looks like it's kind of for naught, as, well, Sheikah's just going to go clear up his red buff, or rather, be a little off on the timing to clear up his red buff, so he's going to head to mid lane instead.
Glavis just ulted over to the solo lane from about the Fire Giant, trying to get the gank on to Find OK, but unfortunately, something happened with Mjolnir's attunement, and he did end up teleporting beyond Find OK and throwing the Tectonic Rift behind the solo laner. That kind of went to waste, and a failed ganking opportunity coming out for part-time. Got to tighten up those mechanics.
Yeah, it may be a little bit of lag, maybe a little bit of mechanics misstep. Who knows? Who knows? Indeed, as now it's going to be a typical solo lane slap fight for a while. It's just solo lane. Like, no one's going to expect anything out of that for the next, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're just going to see them farming up, taking the poke whenever they can. Find OK making a rotation to get the right-hand side mid camps. T-Money not going to make the rotation to spot that. He hears it going on, but he doesn't want to show his face. He's going to look around the corner just to confirm that it's gone. Return back to his lane.
Yeah, unfortunately, Glavius did have to go back to base, so no contention really coming out from that mid lane Zeus. He knows what would happen if he went in.
Right, and he did only have the one stack on the Soulstone, so he couldn't even count on that extra damage coming through. Glavius and T-Money going to take the red buff at the expense of a little bit of damage coming out onto the tower there. Going to lose a little bit of experience from the wave under the mid tower.
Yep, a little bit of gold as well, but getting that red buff, making sure that's secure, that's always, the preferential option. Is 3 men take their mid camp. Is now there's going to be a little bit of a fight around these harpies here in the Fire Giant.
We do see the Odin ring coming out. Tectonic Rift was off the mark. Wolf King is going to fall. Find OK picking up that kill. That is first blood.
First blood indeed is. Now Thor's up in the air, clashes right down onto T-Money. Sheikah gets the kill though. Glavius trying to clean up Final K here, just spinning to win, trying to find something. Final K trading autos now. Glavius gets the kill, but Sheikah trades indeed.
Sheikah trading out there, but Azura Mazda isn't going to be getting off that easily as 3 members of Salsa Squadron are surrounding him. He's going to have to run away. Is he going to be able to get away? Caden is still in pursuit. Going to take one last auto, but I think that they're going to let him go away as Wolf King has made the rotation back into the mid lane to protect his teammate.
Mazda going to escape for now. They were just afraid of the wave. They didn't want to worry about tanking the wave. Sabbath now heading back to base, and everyone kind of relaxing. Taking a look at the graphs right now, it's a little bit of a spike now in favor of the Salsa Squadron.
A little bit of a spike. It's still only 1,000 gold, so it's not determining the game. But that fight definitely did go the side of Salsa Squadron, and for two teams who were very intentionally avoiding the fight, I think that I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
I honestly think they were going a little too aggressive. Like they kind of knew they were both going to meet there, and then I think it was just kind of a weird set of committing. I think initially, Salsa Squadron didn't want to commit, and they just kind of full committed, and part-time just never really had that full commit status. They were trying to pick up these individual kills, and nothing really came of it. Right.
I think that by the time Odin's Ring of Spears came out, it kind of forced the other members of part-time to go ahead and go in. You saw Glavis had to use this Tectonic Rift in a pretty questionable spot there. We do see a 4-member grouping over on the left-hand side from Salsa Squadron moving down towards the Boars. Are we going to see them invade that, or are they... Yeah, Bacchus is going to go ahead and start it.
Yeah. Now, Wowie's going to get locked out here by Wolf King, but they're going to put some damage onto Wolf King himself. He does get stunned out, now just going straight on Wolf King, trying to get the damage out. Wowie gets the kill there with the... with Apollo. Meanwhile, Final K cleaning up after Mazda in the shoulder lane. Sheikah now getting really low from that dunk down on Glavius. Now trying to clean up the kill is full penetration. Diving deep on the Sheikah. Sheikah with the teleport out of there. Just barely survives for now. His Team Money and the rest of the team is rotating over. Glavius now just trying to escape. He teleports out for now, but he's going to keep running. Final K chasing right behind. Meanwhile, Caden is just trying to get a kill. Team Money here is here to survive, but he will get the kill.
That was a beautiful use of the shield onto the Nemesis. Unfortunately, Team Money noticed it and was able to wait it out with the Zeus detonate, able to get a good bit of damage. Full penetration, doesn't want to let Wowie go away. A nice ricochet attempt coming out there, but Wowie uses the dash and is able to get away. Red buff, by the way, will be secured by part-time.
That was very aggressive coming out of Salsa Squadron. They went for the invade. They kind of got it, but at the same time, it was just like a really awkward invasion coming out.
It was 4 members in a part of the map that you wouldn't really expect them to be, between the red buff and the Boars on the left-hand side of the map. But I think it ultimately worked out, as we see. They picked up 2 more kills to the one that they lost. The one that they lost was kind of more mechanics letting them down than anything. Team Money just kind of outplayed there.
Team Money just did all kinds of damage. It was a Zeus. Like he still does stupid amounts of damage. So
definitely,
it's expected. And meanwhile, we got a little bit of a stare down at the Fire Giant creeps, but they're gonna back it off. No one's really gonna go in for now. No big fights happening right there.
No, not at all. We do see 3 members of Salsa Squadron still hovering in the mid lane, as the members of part-time are all kind of around the map. Interesting distribution of players there.
Yeah, no one's really that committing onto anything. Everyone's just kind of relaxing for now, just trying to find these certain picks, trying to find something to start an engagement with. You can see both teams are very much postured around the Gold Fear, but no one quite wants to start it. Sabbath here just dewarding for now, as he does have that very aggressive ward. Is now Caden's just like, he doesn't care. He's just going to run around.
Did you see Wolf King there? He just walked up behind him. It was almost like tap on the shoulder. Hey, by the way, I see you here. Don't try this gank. Glavis is up in the air. He's going to come crashing down onto Wowie. Wowie's going to take a good bit of damage and is going to fall. Thor. Glavis getting credited with that kill.
Yep. Well, Sabbath now here just trapped in the cage. He's trying to pick up the kill. Caden gets the kill into Glavius now. He's going to get run down by that Zeus, but he does have the shield just in time. And now it's going to be a full disengage coming out of both teams, trading 1-for-1 Glavius for Wowie, the jungler for the duo lane ADC. That's it's kind of hard to say who really won that trade. They were both about the same level. I think it might have actually been Salsa Squadron there.
I think it might have been Salsa Squadron, and I'll tell you why. I think that if full penetration, wow, Final K is going to solo walk through a Mazda once again over there, going down to about half health. But as I was saying, oh my goodness, Wolf King going to get dropped through a portal and eliminated. Sheikah getting credited with that kill. That's that portal unstable vortex combo, as you see He is now up to 3-0 on that Janus in the mid lane.
Jeez, that is a very scary sight to see. Janus, well known being for a little bit more of a utility mage, he still has a lot of damage potential, especially with that pen boot start into the to what looks to be like a Book of Thoth potentially. So that's still all kinds of damage, and that's something you don't want to mess with, especially 3-0 Janus at this point. Not at all fun.
Not a good look right now at all. On the opposing team, we do see a 1-1-1 Zeus. You know, Zeus is going to be having to put a little bit more damage into these fights, a little bit more presence into the fights to make up for Sheikah's ability to rotate around and get assist credit almost for free.
Oh, certainly indeed. And actually, hasn't really did much of assist. It's more just been straight up kills. So, you know, I'm sure Sheikah is pretty happy about that. Now he's going to get a double tap on him. Lavius does have the opportunity here to go deep, but looks like he's going to go up in the air, trying to find that kill onto Sheikah.
Caden's going to be his target, but he's going to get Nemesis ulted.
Ooh, in the back though. Trading out. Sabbath cleans up Lavius though. Thor Mazda trying to find the kill around, but Fine-OK cleans up T-Money in the mid lane. Fine-OK now just trying to find the kill. He's going to be looking for full penetration here. Sights onto him, but meanwhile on the side, Wowie just trading out with a Thor Mazda. 3 people here. Thor Mazda just trying to... Oh, Wolf King over the top, getting some nice damage on the Wowie and team. They're just going to back it off now, and this is going to be a full disengage.
Full disengage over in the mid lane. You see full penetration and Fine-OK not wanting to let each other go. Good heal coming out from Fine-OK to get the better of that fight. Full penetration is going to have to back off here. Wolf King coming over onto the right-hand side there at the Fire Giant Pit, that jump that you very well called out. That I think spelled the survival of our Thor Mazda there.
Oh, definitely. That definitely caused the rest of Salsa Squadron to disengage.
Look
now.
what we have going on over here at the left. Look at the left. Gold Fury started up and taken.
It's a very smart move coming out of Salsa Squadron.
That's
they
a
knew
sneaky
that.
Play.
Yeah, they knew that part-time wasn't really grouped up. They had, they just got in a fight. They were like, okay, everyone, let's go back and farm, relax. Meanwhile, Salsa Squadron, just everyone back at the same time. They said, hey, we've got an opportunity here. We don't know the warding situation, but we do know we do have the aggressive ward, so let's go for it. They certainly get that Gold Fury for basically free.
They get it for free, and we do see T-Money walking over there just to check it out and get the timer on it. Kind of a rough spot for part-time to fall a Gold Fury behind at this early stage of the game. They're down 6 kills. They're down 4,000 gold and about 4,500 experience. It's a bad look, but it's certainly not insurmountable.
It's not insurmountable, but it's certainly the start of something that you don't want to be started. Lavius now just posturing around the mid lane. Does not see Caden and Sabbath, as now he's going to get absolutely bursted down by Sheikah and team.
Gets bursted down, surrounded, and almost like he was paying more attention to where Fine-OK was than anything. Wolf King going to go ahead and get the return kill onto the Janus in the mid lane, trying to get away. Caden now locked into the cage. T-Money trying to make the play. Caden still hovering around. Wolf King going to get stunned out by Sabbath. Wonderful use of the Bacchus Belch. Chain Lightning did not quite make the jump that it needed to there. Wowie and full penetration both making the rotation there. As Wolf King doesn't want to leave this well enough alone. Nice shield coming out from Caden. Going to be enough there. And Wolf King looks like he's going to be the one to fall, and he does to Caden.
Well, full penetration in the back line, just trying to get some damage onto Wowie. But now the sights are going on to Sabbath as Lavius is going up in there. He's going to be looking for someone. He's still looking for Sabbath, though. 3 members of part-time are around Sabbath, just barely able to escape for now. Lavius trying to get the double tap, does connect, but does not get the kill he needs. Now they're going to be turned on to T-Money as Caden comes around, but an Apollo Ultimate over the top cleans up Lavius. Now they're chasing hard after full penetration. Full penetration does pop the Sanctuary to survive for now, but can Caden find the kill here? Does have the auto, does get the kill.
Slice and Dice doing a ton of damage there. Almost an unofficial deicide there, as Wolf King did fall, but respawned just in time to prevent the official deicide from coming out. And at least 2 members of Salsa Squadron want to go ahead and put enough damage onto this tower to take it.
Yeah, this tower is going to be free. Wolf King knows he really can't contest. He's a level 11 Odin compared to level 14 and 15 on the side of Salsa Squadron. That's never a good look. Odin falling behind this... I mean, it's not early, but this bit into the game, it's not great.
We see the mid tower falling as well as Fine goes ahead and makes the rotation to the back camps, stripping those from the jungle of part-time, now making his rotation over to the blue buff, doing the same, not going to leave any experience or gold on the board for the members of part-time to take back.
Oh, that's definitely the correct decision. Fine sitting very impressively 5 levels above his solo lane partner there, so Fine certainly had a very good go of it this game. So
he's doing okay. He's doing pretty fine.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
And you know we've seen Cabrakan's actually able to turn this around. This isn't to say that hey, Ravana beats Cabrakan every time. This is a testament to the play that Fine has exhibited in this game so far.
Yeah, Fine has certainly been doing a lot of rotations as well. He's been moving around the map, just trying to find, all these different areas where it seems like Cabrakan's just been a little slow, a little behind the rotations. That's what's causing him to lose these kills or lose these levels. Fine has done a really good job of just farming out throughout the game.
So things are starting to look a little bit dire for part-time, but what would you want them to do to get back into this game?
They've got to kind of relax right now. They've just got to stay back, farm up. You got to wait to get some of these characters online. You got to wait to get that Zeus online. He's sitting at level 13. Still has a lot of stacks to go left in his Book of Toth. That's going to be a long ways to go, but he's still... Sabbath diving deep. T-Money gets erased by Shakas through space and time in the back. Now the rest of Salsa Squadron is trapped in by the cage. So very, very good cage coming out there of Wolf King.
Beautiful ring of spears. Yes, absolutely. Trapping 4 members of Salsa Squadron, as you mentioned. We do see them go ahead and make the best of it and clear up that back camp while they were in the cage. We now see Wolf King not wanting to leave well enough alone and does want to aggress here. Portal coming out from Shaken, not going to find its mark. They're looking like Salsa Squadron's looking at the Gold Fury once again while we making the rotation. Wolf King reunited finally with full penetration. They know this is going on, but can they stop it?
Full penetration does pop the ultimate maybe a little too early, but now he's going to get turned on as he's going to get... Oh, well, actually didn't get too badly shredded for now. Caden now just shielding up and absolutely able to tank that Thor dunk from above. And now part-time is sitting a little low. Salsa Squadron just starting it. They know Fine is here, Sabbath is here. Part-time does not really have a good into this as Third Zamada does get dropped by the Janus ultimate. Now Wolf King is here just trying to find something. Fine is getting a little low. Caden cleans up Flavius though in the back. Caden's still diving deep for a Third Mazda. Fine cleaning up Wolf King as well. Third Mazda trying to get away, but Caden cleans up a Third Mazda. Now T-Money here gets cleaned up. Triple for Caden there.
Triple for penetration. Yeah. Full penetration, though, getting a very important return kill onto Fine who hit level 20. That's a lot of gold in the pocket of that OE. And he does get away with just the barest of health. Unfortunately, that is going to spell the end of the game as the members of part-time cannot overcome this deficit and are going to F6.
Yeah, that was definitely a very, very hard-fought game. When your opposing solo lane is about 3,000 down, that's not a good luck. The jungles were about 2,000 down. There wasn't a lot of really room for recovery there, as unfortunately, part-time were not able to take it over Salsa Squadron. Salsa Squadron was showing a very dominant performance throughout this game.
Yeah, Salsa Squadron, I think, earned that victory pretty well. I don't know. That was a very convincing performance from the top seed in the round robin phase. I think that we should expect great things from them moving forward.
Certainly, indeed. Part-time had a strategy, and it worked out well to an extent, but it had a couple missteps here. The Odin cage and the Zeus ultimate were never really used that effectively together. Thor Mazda he lost lane pretty hard. And Glavius had some really good Thor ultimates, but at the same time, some of them were very much off the mark and not able to connect well. This is not the best look for part-time here. They had a strategy, it didn't work out. And Salsa Squadron did manage to take it, but we will see how they do in the next couple of rounds here. This is the Tier Monster Challenger Cup, sponsored by hi-rez Studios and, Tier Monster. Graphics by Allied Studios, and Discord is doing up with the voice We'll be right back. We'll be taking a short break. Stay tuned and enjoy the music. This is the Challenger Cup.